So, family, welcome. Excitement in the air. Hope everybody's dancing just same like us in the studio right now. So, we are going straight to the point. We heard the OP360. We are just going to go back on a few points that were discussed and, of course, share your perspective in the chat section. Welcome, Peter Rogers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Comfort. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Andy. Hi, Collins.
Yeah, sorry.
Hi.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Collins.
Happy Hump Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Today should be one of the happiest days. Let's see, guys. We need to see your comment in the chat. So, what was your best take home today from the discussion on 360? So, Collins, you go first, and while I watch the chat, please.
Yes. I think it was really one of the best news. It was really short, brief, and nice. The CEO didn't turn up, but again, he sent a message through, the OP360 guys, Maddie, Chris, and Red, and to just few announcements for all the founders, which was really great. So let's look at what was said. I know some of us missed it, but some people did notice already in the back office. The guys that cook, Peter, so all of those guys, they are really on point because it's like they are always there to give us the latest information. Please, let's keep up with the latest information. So 3 things I pick, I think 4. Let me just go through it and then we'll discuss about it. So our CEO sent a message about O Connect, the pricing of O Connect. He said the offers for credit card payment is ending tonight. That's midnight Eastern time. So crypto option will still remain available for a bit longer. That's what the first point. Those who have not paid, those who are willing to pay by card, you have till tonight Eastern time. Check it. That will be it. And then talked about bulk payment process. He said bulk payment process start today. So they start bulk payment today with 100 people. 100 people will receive payment. He said, please check your email. When you talk about your email, they mean your alternate email and your old mail. So please check the two. And why they're saying we should check the two is because we have to participate in the verification process by the merchant processor. So we need to check it for verification. So that verification process will go for those 100 people, the beginning, go and check it. Please, let's keep checking. We don't know who is who. And they said by Monday, the process will scale up. So this is the first 100. When they want to do something, they start with few, then they can scale it up. Monday, it will scale up with tens of millions being paid out, including bonuses. So that is the end of it for ONPASSIVE 360. So if you're not excited, I don't know what is happening because my pressure is going up when this is really great that people will start to receive, bonus and the payment, the bulk payment. We'll explain that in detail. So that is it. Mr. Concord, let me give it back to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the recap of today. So listen, Andy, I just want you to maybe explain again in a bit more detail what it means payment by card ending tonight, because many people would be having a crisis. Oh my God, payment by card is ending. I don't know how to do crypto and stuff. So what does it mean when they say payment by card is ending?
The card payment system for the discount will finish later on today in US time. So the situation is simple. A lot of all of the original issues that were with the payment process have been overcome. So anyone trying to use the card, if they're still having trouble, they need to speak to their bank, because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily the card. But if you've continuously used the same card over and over and it still hasn't gone through, it means that the card payment system has been logged with the merchant and as almost like a fraud because you've tried too many times. So either try a different card or speak to your bank and make sure that it's okay. The fact is that we've had long enough now. He's given extension after extension, so people now are the card payment system is being cut off from tonight midnight. But that is purely from the point of view of just the first lot. Yeah, it's not forever. It's simply the first lot. So customers are going to start to be allocated as we expected them to be, and because we've had issues with the merchant, this is why they're starting with 100 and then scaling it up to tens of thousands by Monday or Tuesday. Every single person has to go through a brief verification process in order to make sure that they're paying the right person. Yeah. It is important from a money laundering regulation point of view, and every country has a slightly different rule or regulation. But thanks to the Americans bringing out the Patriot Act a few years ago now, while Mr. Bush was in power, everything has to have a money trail. So it's a case of simply proving who you are. Verifying your email, basically. So the email says, well, this is mine, and yes, okay, fine, I've now verified it, and you click on a button, and that's probably my way of thinking. So yes, at the end of the day, the card payment system will stop from tonight for a very short period of time, and then it'll start up again, but probably not until next week. What they want to try and do is to start paying people out that have asked for withdrawals. And as Collins rightly said, they'll start with 100 and scale it up, so that by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have tens of thousands of people being paid.
Okay, thanks, Andy. Thank you for that great explanation. So, Peter Rogers, would you like to add something to what Andy has said, or do you have something new at all about the updates for tonight?
Yeah, I'll just add to what Andy was saying with obviously with the credit card payments finishing at midnight US time. Okay, it doesn't mean to say that it's completely finished, because you can still obviously purchase OConnect through crypto. But I just want to obviously emphasize about crypto. He's going to give us an extra few days with using crypto to pay for OConnect. That's that's still going to go on for another couple of days. But I just want to emphasize to people that if you're not sure about crypto, I'm not saying don't go ahead and use crypto, because obviously everybody wants to obviously get in on this round. They don't want to miss out. So what I'm suggesting to people really is, if you're going to get involved in crypto, take your time and learn. You've got a couple of days, learn about how to obviously use crypto properly. It's not just about oh yeah, I'll pay by crypto, and you go to OConnect and you buy it by crypto. You've got to use wallets. So first of all, you've got to change fiat, which is obviously your currency, into crypto. So you've obviously got to get yourself involved with an exchange. So then you have to obviously create a wallet. So what you do is you get a wallet and you go to an exchange, and then you obviously use fiat to exchange it into crypto that you're going to use. And then you've got to obviously then go from the wallet then to obviously ONPASSIVE to obviously purchase OConnect. And there's a lot of stuff involved in doing it. You have to use codes and things like that. It's not very simple. It is simple when you get to know. So I'm not saying don't go and do it. When you do actually learn about it, it's a piece of cake. But obviously, I don't want people going out there and rushing to go out and do it, and then they make a mistake and they lose their money, because that's one thing I can say about crypto. You make one mistake, you send money to the wrong wallet. If you was using USDT to buy OConnect, and you press the wrong wallet to send that currency to, you've lost your money because you've sent it to the wrong wallet. Okay, and there's no getting it back. So all I'm trying to say is, make sure if you are going to do it, do the procedures properly, take your time, don't rush. Okay, you've got a couple of days to obviously think about what you're doing. And I'm here as well. If you want to pay by crypto and you're a bit confused, you can sort of give me a message on Messenger, and I'll try and point you in the right direction. But I'm going to say now, it's down to you, and it's you make the payment, and if you make a mistake, that's down to you. I can guide you, and I like some of the other leaders can guide you, but it's imperative that everything you do it right.
Can I just add in here? When Pete says fiat currency, he means paper paper money. So you know, whether it's dollars in the US or pounds in the UK or naira in Africa, etc., it is your currency of choice. Okay, it's called a fiat currency because it's not backed by anything. It's not asset backed.
Yeah. So obviously, what I'm trying to say is, once you've obviously got your fiat, your currency, you've got to exchange that for crypto, and it's not, you know, it's not, you know, you've got to get a wallet, you've got to exchange it in the wallet, then you've got to move it across to ONPASSIVE. It's not as simple as it sounds, but it is easily done when you know. So, you know, I'm just trying to give you, I don't want to put you off crypto because that's the only way that you can do it over the next few days. But if you do that, go down that line, take your time, try and learn a bit about it. And if you get stuck, then obviously there is leaders there that will try and help you out. Back to you,
right.
Comfort. Okay.
Thank you so much, Pete, for going on this. I still have a follow-up question. You know, we have between now and midnight Eastern Standard Time to use the card. And so we're only left with the crypto option until the card comes back. So is it safe to tell someone that instead of rushing to go get the crypto, just learn gradually and wait for the card while you learn how to master the thing? Because people are like in a rush. I'll learn between now and midnight. Is that possible?
Yeah, you're just not going to do it. I mean, I've been involved in crypto over many years, and I've made mistakes. I have lost money, and I've been involved in it. You know, I lost some not long back, a few weeks back, and you know, I made some mistakes. But you know, it is common sense, and all I'm saying to people is, if you are going to go down those lines, take your time, learn the procedure properly before you start to exchange any money between wallets. You know, get it right in your mind and look at it, and you know, make sure that you've got everything in place properly. So back to you, Comfort.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Pete. I think a word to a wise, they say, is enough. So choose what you sounds good into your ears, and then do what your mind tells you. So we leave it open. So Collins, do we move ahead? I think we've had enough education on crypto from Peter Rogers, and of course support from Andy. So we were talking about bulk payment. People are worried. Some people are like, they're only talking about bulk payment. What about our bonuses and stuff? But what I'm interested in right now is knowing what the difference between bulk payment and bonuses are, Collins. So maybe if you say it, and Peter and Andy have something to add to it, I'll be happy.
Yeah, so maybe I'll touch on bulk payment. So let's look at bulk payment. So what is really a bulk payment? You're paying something in bulk. So all right, I'll just come down to the simple way. You know, we'll be having a lot of transactions that people requested for funds. They put it, you know, they put their payment bed because of the first merchant. We had that issue on ONPASSIVE, the issue with the first merchant, and then, you know, the first merchant couldn't handle it, and then they went to the second merchant, couldn't handle it. You know, with that, there was like transaction, you know, money transaction between merchant to merchant, and people had commissions. So those who, you know, when the commission was there are people who went and request for their commission to come into their bank or maybe to their crypto wallet. But because of that particular issue, because the merchant wasn't there, ONPASSIVE was taking the time to build all of this. So, you know, most of those transactions now pile up. So we're talking about 70, Ash talked about a lot of people, maybe how many transactions? 73,000 transactions. So now the company is ready to pay, but you cannot go and say, okay, Andy comes first. Let me pay Andy out first and then pay Comfort second. And it will take years, you know, to go through those transactions. What do you need to do? You need to just pay it in bulk. You can say, all right, the first 10, I'll just, okay, let me pay the first 100,000, or say the first 10,000, the second 20,000, and the third 20,000 until you finish. And you can take 3 days or maybe a day, depending on how the company want to do it, to make sure it goes gradually without crashing the system. So that particular way of measuring and paying people in a sizable manner is called bulk payment. So you can say, all right, 73,000, push a button, and then the system will just, you know, push all the transaction out, and you clear the whole data. You know, you are free, and the system is clear out again. And then you can start to pay gradually as you go. So that is bulk payment. When I said I will pay people in bulk, it means I just want to clear out the system for all those pending transaction, we want to clear them all out at once.
Right.
And
All right.
for and I'll leave the bonus if
hold on. Yeah, hold the bonuses first. Collins. Andy, you know I always ask for more no matter how much you give me. Like Collins has explained, I understand bulk payment. Me, I get it really well. So in other words, what Collins is saying, Andy, is that bulk payment, people who are expecting something from the bulk payment are those who requested money and it got stuck somewhere. Am I right? Did I get it right?
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. Let's say, again, this is the first 100 people, for argument's sake, have asked for $1,000 each, right? So the company makes a bulk payment of 100,000 to the merchant. The merchant has a list of all of the people, those 100 people, that it has to then pay. It then goes to those people and asks for a verification. You have requested, is that correct, bank? Something along those lines, yeah. They say yes, thank you very much. Right, that money then is sent from the merchant to that person, and the merchant will do 100 of those. Then the company then says, okay, now we need to pay 10,000 people $1,000, right? So now there's 10 million in there type touch. It's then that money goes to the merchant, and the merchant's got that breakdown of who needs to get paid, and it then does all of these payments. And what they're doing is scaling it up. So they'll start with this payment of 10,000, 100,000, and then it'll be 1 million, then it'll be 2 million, and each time the merchant will have a list of all these people that want all of these different payments. Yeah. Now it's the merchant's job eventually to be able to build up to 100 million payments a day, yeah, in and out. So people are paying to pay for the products that are coming in, bearing in mind they're coming at different times. So the monthly or the quarterly payment for OConnect, for instance, might be the first of the month. Yeah, let's say they bring out O-Tracker. O-Tracker is now on the 10th of the month. The renewal will be on the 10th of the month. They don't put everything in on the 1st. So you're going to have constant money coming into the merchant and constant money going out of the merchant. So it's the merchant's job to be able to take on that number of transactions on a regular basis, daily or weekly basis, or whatever it might be. So you then have a system where you've got the merchant making payments to ONPASSIVE of 10 million, and ONPASSIVE is paying out commissions of 5 million. So it's going into ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE are paying back to the merchant's then paying the each individual. Yeah, does that make sense?
Just a lot of sense. Thank you, Collins and Andy. That was brilliant. So if you did not get it from Collins, you get it from Andy. You got the both, then you are well prepared to write. And so, Peter Rogers, let's go now to bonuses. So what would you say in your own words the bonuses are?
Well, obviously, we don't know the full extent of the bonuses, but obviously the bulk payments are going to be obviously commissions. These are people that's obviously created volume in their business, got obviously shared the business with people and obviously got customers on their front line. The bonuses is obviously going to come from people obviously within your organization, your customer base. If you read what was sent to us in the KYC the other day, I think it was 2% that was going to be allocated for every 100,000 that was turned over in your volume of your business, and you would get a bonus of 2%. That's what the emphasis of that bonus is. Now, I know there's going to be other bonuses offered as well by ONPASSIVE. At this time at the moment, we don't really know what they are, but the emphasis is that Ash, as we all know, he wants to give 50% of what the ONPASSIVE takes in, wants to give back to the founders. So so that's the start of it. Far as I can see, it's going to be the first bonus is going to be on bulk volume of your business. So back to you, I don't know if Collins want to add to that, or Andy.
Yeah, I was going to ask too if he has any other thing to add to that. Is that right, Collins?
That's really Peter just said it also. There are different type of bonuses, but for now we don't really know. But as said, there will be bonus paid out. So let's wait and see, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Andy, let's touch again on the people who have paid $200 out of pocket.
Okay,
For
so
open,
you're
yes.
talking about the new affiliates that have joined.
No, those who are trying to activate or connect for, instead of $93, they have paid $200 out of pocket, and the $107 is still in there.
Right. Okay. Well, you.
Collins, do you know that? Do you know about that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do know that.
Peter just help.
There
Yeah.
are a lot of people that didn't use the withdrawal wallet and the non-withdrawal wallet. So some of them have got the 107 in their account, and when it's gone to pay for OConnect, they've left the 107 where it is, so it's still in their kitty, and they be able to use that next time on the purchase of something else, but
Yeah.
you know, or towards a payment of something else. I've got several of my guys that I've spoken to that have actually done that by mistake. So they've actually ended up paying the 200 and not the 93 because they didn't use the 107 in their wallet. But it will still be there. It's not gone anywhere. It's just now an added bonus for the next products that come out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Peter, Roger, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I just add a bit to that because I know that there is a lot of people who have said, I paid $200. I don't understand why I paid $200. Like Andy just said, you know, when you have to transfer the $107 from the one wallet to the next in your wallet. And like Andy said, you know, if you've paid the $200 and you're fretting over it, don't worry. The $107 is still there in your wallet. When obviously your OConnect comes available again over the next few weeks, you'll be able to use that $107 then to re-register, so you still get that money back, although you're re-registering for OConnect. So it's not wasted. You know, it's still there. It's still in your back office. So don't fret about it. Don't get sending
support.
To support and all that. That's the issue. It is. It's the issue is that you just made a mistake at the beginning. You never ticked the box. It never got transferred across, so you paid the full amount. But the money's still there in your account, so you can use it next time.
Yeah.
Right.
So please,
Collins, listen, I know you want to make a contribution. Let me just ask a question. Maybe Peter Rogers just mentioned something I wanted to ask as a question, because when you tick a box before the $103 leaves your revenue wallet over to this, so why do they need your permission? Because I think that ticking the box or checking the box means yes, I authorize you to use that money. Right. Why do they need to authorize the company to use that?
Well, it's your money. They've given you that money. It's your money. Obviously, they're asking you permission for them to use that money that's in your wallet. If you don't give them permission, they're not going to use it. So they're just going to take, obviously, withdraw the money out of the card, the $200. So, you know, obviously, I know I never had that issue with my account. So I realized what I was doing, but I know that some people never tick the box, and that's the issue. That's what's happened. They've had, you know. But as I said, don't fret. The money's still there. You can use it next time around.
Exactly. Yeah, it's still there. So like they said, please don't go to support, because support cannot give this money back to you. You cannot withdraw it. You can only use it to purchase a product. That's what I understand. Yeah. So Collins, we're taking the last round now, but you will begin with a question. Auntie and Peter may either add to what you say or say anything they want to say. This is the last round. So somebody called me yesterday. Okay, be happy I'm not calling your name though, and said, oh my God, I have been struggling to withdraw my money and it's not going, and I'm really stressed out. So I was like, which money are you talking about? And they told me, but I said they were paying. You know, so I just want you to use this opportunity either to advise or at least to give some information. People just need to get plugged in, but I don't know what to say about this, but I was shocked listening to that. So Collins, you started around on this.
I think the biggest problem in ONPASSIVE is because a lot of founders, they live on half-baked information. And where do they get their information? from social media, from YouTube. You know, you ask yourself, what type of YouTube are they watching? So we need to get our information from the source. You know, OP360 is there, where we know Mr. Ash Mufara always appear. You know, there are a lot of good webinars out there, but some founders, they always want to go everywhere. You cannot be everywhere, because they always said a rolling stone gather no most. You must look for the right webinar. Where do you go? Even if you don't want to go to any webinar, there's a place where you can still get all this information, your back office update. Because every latest update, remember the CEO told us that they'll be giving us information twice a week. And now what's happening? OP360, either he comes there or he gives the information to the guys. You know, how many times do we go and listen to Red? How many times do we go and listen to Mali Digamo and Chris? You know, this is the place where you need to plug in. Even if you miss it, say you don't have time, go and watch it. You know, we are not promoting this Empowerment Network because if you say come here, they'll say, oh, you know, you're promoting to come to Empowerment Network. No, but we are telling you, go to the OES, because that is the place we are getting same information. We attend all of these meetings, we get the information, and we just give you exactly what Mr. Ash Mufara is saying. So when you talk about, I have not seen anything, I've tried to, it's confusing. Did you put in a payment request? Because if you put in a payment request, you must have known your OES, where to go. Did you have commission in your wallet? Yes. Some people have like $50, they can go and place it, go to their, you know, their payout wallet, click it, and then fill all those information. It is simple, so easy. You know, the way ONPASSIVE is created for everybody. Ms. Alpha look at everyone and say, you know, what about the landed? What about those who don't know anything? Can they use this system? That's how they build a system. The system is there for everybody. You know, not only for those who are wise, not only for the tech people or the number guys like Andy or Peter Rogers or marketers. It's for everybody. The only the big Mr. Mufara need from us is just to plug in, listen to the right information. Because when you ask about payment is out for those who have already request. When they talk about bulk payment, Andy just said it. You request payment, then you will get it. Even if the amount, say, Ms. Ambra start to build our team, right? Build our business is growing. You purchase the product and your business is growing. You are making commission. You must still learn how to withdraw your money through the payment option that is in your back office. You can't just come out and say, oh, I've been trying to withdraw money. There is no money there. I can't do it. It means you have not been plugging in. Because the question will ask you, did you have commission in there? Yes. What have you been trying to do? Because some of these things is a comfort of, and there are people who will just, because of, you know, the little information, they will fall on difficult place where they will scam them and take everything from them because they refuse to learn. This is the time we need to spend at least 15 minutes for ONPASSIVE. If you cannot spend 15 minutes to get the right information, you know, I always said this thing, I said, it means ONPASSIVE is not for you, and there is no way you can succeed out there. So it's like, oh, that's what I would say. I don't know if I answer your question.
Yeah, sure. That's enough. We just want, I think the answer would be even very short. Just get, let me rather add to what you just said, because you don't have to watch any of these YouTube videos, but I believe, or go even to webinars, but I believe that people can live well with just the updates at the back office. Because if you go and read the updates, and then you come back and say, Andy Collins, Peter Rogers, read, and so on, I have read, but then there's this thing they say in the notes that I don't understand. You get it clarified, you are fine. You don't need the YouTube videos. You don't need anything. You know, we're just going over it because we want to keep it warm and all and so on and so forth. But then you don't have to watch them, but you can still stay informed because you have the information at the back office. Andy, please.
Yeah, I think it's what people seem to be missing is that, and Collins mentioned it, people are getting information from social media when that's not correct. the best place to get information is from the OFounders back office and in the OES in updates, right? You'll get updates as to the webinars that have been going on, and Janet Butler and Peter Sura, etc., are kind enough to put these things together for us, and they're in the OES, the OFounders back office, right? So pay attention to that. Spread the word with the people that you do know that are in ONPASSIVE. People seem to be not paying attention and not being plugged in. Well, you know, there comes a point where you go, look, we've given you enough chances. What do you want us to do? Actually spoon feed you? That's not the way this business works. This is your business. Take control of it, please. Otherwise, just let us get on with it and on you go. Basically. I don't wish to be cruel here, but at the end of the day, you know, there are a number of people that I'm still getting messages from people saying, what's happening? Why? Why am I getting messages? Why are people asking that question? The simple fact of the matter is all of the information that we need is in OFounders back office or under updates. Worst case scenario, and it's not worst case at all, but you're going to get information from our YouTube channels, Red's YouTube channels, Pete's, Colin's, you know, Marty's YouTube channel. All of these have regular information and updates. So Marty and Chris do an update every day, alive every day. So this gives us information. They're close to the coalface. So why are you looking elsewhere for it?
Right. Thank you, Andy. Pete?
Well, I'll just add to this because, you know, people got to remember that Ash Mafara and his family have gifted us a business. Basically, that's what it is. It's been a gift. Okay. It's really not cost you anything. Initially, it cost us $97. Ash has kindly given us that money back. So really, overall, it's cost us nothing. You know, the products that's already there, even the OES, the OFounders site itself, you know, you've had your money's worth anyway. So what I'm going to say is now, you know, it's a business. If you paid £100,000 or $100,000, you would take more interest in your business because this has been gifted to you. You're just taking it as a, you know, you're not taking it seriously enough. Okay, so I'm not saying everybody, it's just some individuals. You know, take it seriously. This is a real business. Okay, this business is going to change your life. It's going to completely change your life. Okay, and like Collins has said and Andy has said, all the information is there available to you in your OFounders and the updates. Okay, and obviously find some of the leaders' YouTube channels. There's lots of information there. Get the right information and treat the business as your own business. I mean, I had a lady ring me today. They said, "Oh, I can't get into my OFounders account. Can you give me the Gmail to the account?" You know, she's asking me to give the Gmail to her account. I'm sorry, how am I supposed to know the Gmail? You know, so what I'm trying to say is that some people have just got to understand it is a business. You have to run it as a business and understand it is a business, and you know, and get the details together and learn about what you're involved in. Okay, we have got an exciting next few weeks ahead of us, and you know, and that's all I want to say. It's just get yourself keyed into the right information, learn about your business, and go the right way. Back to you, Comfort. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much. One thing, guys, me too, I think is that some people, we know that we have made ONPASSIVE a kind of communal thing. Fair enough. That's how we were raised to be in this family. But it doesn't change the fact that it's business. And so you need to take care of your own business that you willfully accepted to join. And so, Andy, it's very okay for me when you say we don't have to spoon feed people for like forever. And then people whom you invited to join ONPASSIVE, they did join, but they think that you owe them some duty of care to always do everything for them. No, it's business. It's not a joke. It's not, so people need to wake up now. We're saying this because at least the spoon feeding, I think we've done a bit too much. We're feeding people not through the nostrils, Andy. You are not being hard enough. That's just, thank you guys. We don't want to spoil our evening. We are just very happy. And those who are not trying, try a bit harder and get it and get the fun, share the fun, get it all right. Thank you and see you again really soon. Bye.
Bye all.
Thanks, guys.